energy being used. No matter how hard I try, they just keep sucking all the energy out of this house and the university. Ah! Hey! What are you doing in my field?
I was just, heading home.
Well, you look too peaceful.
Well, that's what happens when you conserve energy.
No matter how hard I try, me and my university don't conserve energy.
Well, I can help. There's this cool competition coming up. It's called C3. And it will teach you and your campus how to conserve energy. And you can get started.
What is this? C3.
Let me explain. Well, Kelly, C3 stands for the Campus Climate Challenge. And here at Mount Allison, it's a tradition that we've started where we have 1 month where all the residences compete against each other and who can conserve the most energy. And sometimes we include the academic buildings too. So that's where you come in. We want you to bring C3 to your campus so you can help your university conserve energy.
But I have to put this in my schedule. How do I know when to do C3?
Well, that's the first step of setting up C3 on your campus, is pick a month. We usually try and pick a month over the winter, and you can't do the same 2 years in a row because you want to compare the electricity numbers from last year to the year that you're doing it. This year, it's really exciting. The month that we're doing is February, and campuses all across Atlantic Canada are going to be doing C3 on their campus in February. So you can both talk to them and compare numbers and just chat with other campuses who are also doing it for the first time.
I love February.
There you go.
But now that I've got a month, what's the next step?
Well, Kelly, the next step is to make friends because everything's easier when you've got friends. So what do I mean by make friends? Well, first, you're going to have to find other people to help promote C3 with you and put it on for the first time because that's a big undertaking for you to do by yourself. So maybe there's an environmental group on campus. Here at Mount Allison, there's an eco-action group that puts it on. Maybe there's a department that will help you. Or maybe it's just you and some people you know or some friends. Whatever happens, as long as you've got a group to promote it, that's a lot more that you can get done. The next friends you want to make are people from your university, like your facilities management crew, because they are going to be key. They'll be able to help you get the numbers to compare, energy usage from previous years. They can talk to you about how the system works, and they can really just help you get it started. And just tell everyone you know, because the more friends you have, the more people know about C3, and then it can be like a network effect, so everyone will know it's happening and get excited.
Okay, so I need to make friends. What's the next step?
Well, Kelly, the next step in your C3 venture is to pick your target group. Here at Mount Allison, we target the university residence buildings because a lot of students are in residence, especially in first and second year. That can help develop habits that they'll continue throughout their career. But it might not work for your university. Maybe it would work better to target the academic buildings or just the student center or something along those lines. It'll also depend on your metering system. So that's where the making friends comes in, because you'll have to talk to your facilities management and see what will work best for you.
Okay, so I pick a month, I make friends, and then I target a group.
Exactly.
This all sounds so simple. But what about a prize?
Well, Kelly, it is a competition, so it is a good idea to have a prize. On the one hand, the whole point of C3 is to develop long-lasting sustainable habits about reducing your energy usage. But on the other hand, for 1 month, some people really get motivated if there's a prize, and that can help to build these habits that they'll continue on, just because they're used to doing it. So, in terms of what kind of prize, it's up to you.
Okay, so what about Andrew's ice frisbee?
Well, Kelly, an ice frisbee is pretty awesome, but you might want to think about, you want something that's creative and unique, so I guess the ice frisbee would qualify for that, But you also want something that everyone will get excited about. And to be honest, a little bit of intrigue is not a bad thing. For example, last year at Mount Allison, we promoted the prize as being a goat.
I love goats.
So do I. And most people on campus were really excited about it, but they had no idea what it meant. We got some emails from animal rights activists. We had people just begging us to know what the prize was. In the end, the goat was sponsoring a goat for a family in another country that would help them to promote their livelihood. But people didn't know that. They thought maybe they would get a goat on the front lawn of their residence. And no matter what, this goat was obviously helping someone. As well, we threw them a pool party, and they got a very, very large cake. Cake for like over 100 people. So that was good because it was something everyone can enjoy, but it's not something that's going to use even more energy, right?
What a brilliant balance. So, I have a prize. But I'm just wondering, has anything ever gone wrong with C3?
That's where we can help. There's a bit of troubleshooting advice that I can give you. Well, Kelly, I mean, obviously problems will come up, especially if it's your first year doing it. But we do have a little, sheet for you to look at that explains some of the problems that we've had in the past at Mount Allison, just from getting it started, so you can help avoid those same problems. We also have a code of ethics, because although, this is just to promote sustainability, if it's a competition, some people get really into it, especially if you have a good prize. So we found that helps to kind of avoid sabotage or anything like that. For example, if you go and turn on the lights in other people's residences.
That's horrible.
I know. But if it's a competition, some people think that the only reason is to win. But we want to promote long-term sustainable options.
Okay, so when I agree to do C3, you'll send me a code of ethics and a troubleshooting guide?
Exactly.
So I'm all set then.
Yeah. So this February, start getting set up for C3 on your campus, which is running at the same time as the Inter-University Energy Challenge. So, C3, for you, for your campus, for the planet.
You know what, Naomi? You inspire me to put up a clothesline. Check it out.
That's
Isn't it
so
great?
exciting.
I'm so glad you walked into my cornfield.
That's not a cornfield.
What? That's not my clothesline. This isn't my house. This isn't my sweater. Oh man.